Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, welcome back. First of all, welcome back. This man feel like he been going like he a part-timer.
I feel like I'm Roman. The part-timer is back, y'all.
Nah, it's good to have you back, bro, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, man, I was struggling, man. This week I was struggling because, you know, being tired of trying to do it by yourself, you be like, oh, God.
Got you. Because there's no feet. Yeah. Definitely appreciate you, bro.
But I got through it, and I had some engagement with the fans, so we made it through.
Nice.
Yep. But y'all, hey, look, Backlash review, man. First of all, Coop, let me get your overall thoughts on what you think that the pay-per-view was tonight. Just a brief, something real brief.
Yeah, I give you a real brief. I had the thought. I actually chimed in last night's episode, and you saying how the build-up with Cena was kind of doing the same thing over and over again. That was my thoughts and my concerns, so I definitely agree with that. Yeah. Also, I say tonight's PLE was a solid PLE. You know, it was super short. Also, I say tonight's PLE was.
That's me. The feedback.
Oh shoot!
Go ahead.
Oh. So they kept it short, which is good.
Right.
All the matches were pretty solid. Like it was a good thing. I love this PLE was super solid. So a few surprises that I thought was going to happen didn't happen, but it's kind of good. One surprise in particular kind of caught me off guard. So we're definitely going to get to that. But I just definitely want to say this. He's going to be modest when I say this. I know that for a fact. Shout out to Derek for holding it down. You know, doing my scheduling conflict, man. He's been holding it down. Like we've been saying, like behind the scenes, we're family men, we're working men, you know. So a lot of times my schedule is really difficult sometimes, and I'm not able to make it. That's the only reason. Other than that, we'll definitely be here. So definitely shout out to Derek for holding it down for Wednesday's Dynamite, Tuesday's NXT, last week's SmackDown. Like I was on vacation or something, like a Roman. So definitely not a part-timer. Sometimes things happen, but anyways, we definitely going to get into it. It's episode 53, Backlash review.
Let's go, man. So kicking off, WWE Backlash live in St. Louis, Missouri. Randy Orton's hometown. Like it's, you know.
Yeah.
I thought something magical was going to happen today, but it didn't. We're going to kick it off with the Fatal 4-Way match for the U.S. Championship.
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and Jacob Fatu. The match starts out with LA Knight and Solo exchanging punches. Drew and Damian, they brawl to the outside.
Yeah.
This is all just key points, you know, because there's a lot of stuff that happened in that match.
Drew,
he did a trio of neck breakers in the ring. He did a kip up, and then Priest hit a Frankensteiner off the top turnbuckle with Jacob Fatu. The crowd started chanting, "We want tables!" Right? So I'm like, okay, it's about to get ugly in this joint because, you know, all four of them guys, man. Like I said, there's no space right now in the main title picture because Cena's like taking up the space, and you know they're trying to tell a story with Cody, maybe Roman. I don't know because Cena said I'll tell you, but I'm just going to jump ahead a little bit. Cena said he's looking for more challengers later on in the program. Spoiler alert, I'll get to that later on.
Yeah,
but the main event title picture is kind of crowded right now with certain individuals, so they had to make a spot for Damian Priest,
right?
You know, Drew McIntyre, because they're actually main eventers too. You know, they're probably like lower card main eventers, like right above the top tier mid carders, and then their lower card main eventers. So they right there in that soft spot right there. So they had to find a spot for them. And a lot of people complaining like, oh, why they putting Drew in why they putting Drew in the the US title picture? Why they putting Damian in the I'm like, yo, get the Cheetos off your ass. Get out your mom's basement and come on, man. You have to fit everybody in there, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So just moving on. Priest hit a Frankensteiner off the top turnbuckle with Fatu. The crowd was chanting, "We want tables." Damian He tried to do the old school, but he converted it and he did a crossbody on the Drew McIntyre.
That was a good one.
And him and Drew rolled out the ring. And then I got right here, I got Jacob. He hit a Samoan drop on the barricade to Damian Priest. That was pretty brutal right there. That Samoan drop. And then Fatu and McIntyre had a stare down when Fatu rolled back in the ring. Then they started exchanging blows in the ring, and then Jacob got him down, and they got him in the corner, and he hit a running hip attack. And the crowd was chanting, "This is awesome!" So the crowd started getting into it, and it was, like I said, a damn good match. And Jacob climbs the turnbuckle, Drew climbs and rakes Jacob in the eyes in front of the referee. So I'm like, my wife was like, "Why he got him in the eyes of the referee? Is it a disqualification?" I said, "No, it's a non-disqualification."
Well, in the rule book it says
right in the rule book. But Jacob flipped Drew. That was crazy, and I know you saw that spot, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the spot when Drew hit? I want to say a belly to belly off the top turnbuckle. Jacob landed on LA Knight, rolled, popped.
That
up,
was and
then he ran up the ring and hit the tope suicida to Priest onto the table. That was crazy. Right?
I saw that. I was writing my notes. It happened so quick that I was like, "Dang, what the?"
That's what I did too. I was like, "Oh my god!" I had to tell my wife, "What happened? What happened? Let me know." Because the only thing I saw was the one he popped up, and then he just ran and hit Damian with the tope suicida to the announce table. But she said that Drew grabbed him and flipped him at first. I was like, "Oh man, that was crazy."
Yeah, because Drew was like hanging down the I'm trying to say so I can pause. Drew was hanging down the lower rope, that's why he got flipped. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, man, everything was a lot of things you said I have in my notes also, but this was so, even at the way the match started off, it started off fast paced. Right. Normally with matches, they start off headlock. Even if a fatal four-way match, they always start off real slow. This match was fast. To the point, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was struggling to keep my notes. It's like, wait, I got it. Was. I enjoyed this match. I like the Samoan drop on the barricade. That was sick. I like the fact they have Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. They fight outside in the crowd. So I feel like they're going to continue their story. Their story is going to branch off something else. They're going to continue this, and I'm excited about this actually because this is something new. And I like this, so they're going to continue to branch off. This was a solid match, man.
Yeah, that was very good, man.
This is how we starting? Okay, all right. I'm with it.
Let me see what else I had on here. I said, okay, so where I left off at? Okay, so he did the rolling tope suicida to Damian Priest. Jacob goes on an insane offense. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just going back and forth. He was hitting everybody. And then he got back into the ring. LA Knight hit the BFT to Jacob. Priest hits the chokeslam to LA Knight. Drew came and hit a Claymore to LA Knight. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then the kick out. No, I'll take that back. 1, 2, and then Priest pulls the referee out. Because I want to say Drew had the pin to LA Knight.
Drew had it won. Drew had it
won, but Priest pulled the ref, and he had a stare down with Drew McIntyre. While McIntyre was going for the pin, he had to stare down with him.
That was so cool. I like that.
Right. After that, Fatu got onto the offensive after Priest and Drew McIntyre started brawling. Priest got knocked down, and then Fatu hit a moonsault on LA Knight. Yeah. Let's see. Priest hits South of Heaven. They start brawling to the outside. Him and Drew, and they hit the South of Heaven onto the outside tables that they had set up. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy spot. LA Knight lays Jacob on the announce table, and out comes goddamn Solo Sikoa.
Yep.
And I called it last night. I said Solo's going to get involved somehow in this match.
I heard that part.
I said he might not cost Jacob the match. I did say he might not cost him, or he will cost him, but he didn't cost him the match. So I was right either way. But then we had a debut from Jeff Cobb from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Jeff Cobb, a little bit late to the ball game, in my opinion. He should have been there a couple years ago, but
true.
Hey, man, he's here now. So he joined the Bloodline, I guess. Looked like the new Bloodline he joined. I think he's Solo's new enforcer because when he came out, he did the assault to LA Knight, and let me see what else right here. Come back out, attack LA Knight. And then Jacob rolled him back, and they rolled him in the ring, and then Jacob hit the moonsault. But Jacob was kind of like, he was like, what's going on? Like, he looked confused a little bit, and Jacob, like, really wasn't with it. I mean, he looked at him. He looked at him, stared at him, and he walked up the ramp, threw the strap on his shoulders, walked up the ramp. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what we're doing, Jacob. So I think it's tension right there. And like I said, it's like a slow burn. It's like tension within the group now. Because now you got another enforcer in the ring, because you can't have 3 enforcers in the ring. So somebody, some way, somehow, this match, this whole situation with Solo and Jacob Fatu is about to culminate at Survivor Series. I mean, not Survivor Series, SummerSlam. What do you think about that, Coop?
I definitely agree with this. Okay, this is my theory. Now I think about this, because to be honest, I did not see this coming. I do agree at the point where I thought Solo's going to interfere and cost Jacob Fatu the belt or something like that.
Right.
I did see that happening. Now that this happening right here, this whole scenario, and I like the fact that they sold the fact that Jacob was confused, because I was confused too. Like, who the heck? Because I didn't know who he was, to be honest, to kept saying his name. You know what I'm saying? Then Jacob, and even the fact that even after he celebrated the win, he still was like, I don't trust y'all. Something is up. Like, y'all didn't tell me anything about this and all this. So he does have the same kind of, not the same level of Jacob Fatu, but the same attack, same enforcer presence. So it's like you said, there's 3 enforcers. There's Solo was the same way. That's how he debuted. Right. Jacob Fatu debuted the same way. Now Jeff Cobb, right? Is his name?
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb, yeah. So now he debuted the exact same way. What I think is, I definitely agree with the part where they're going to SummerSlam. It's just how they get there. They could do it 2 ways. Because I kept saying, oh, this way they're going to jump, and they're going to jump. And I was like, nah, that might be too early. So I think they want
a little bit too early.
It's too early. It's too early to get that, because this is where you get Solo Sikoa's momentum back right here.
Right.
This is where you get it back right here. This is where you stop having them eat all them pins, and you have to like last night on SmackDown. This is where you start right here. So maybe they could do this way. Either they have Jacob Fatu drop the belt out of interference from the attack, or they have him get jumped at some point. And I feel like it could be a slow build. I feel like it'll be a better version of what the Hurt Business is doing, as far as not trusting someone new coming into the circle.
Right.
He'd be a little reluctant. He don't like this guy. I can handle it on my own, to the point where there's a build up. Now Jacob Fatu gets jumped, leading to the match of them fighting at SummerSlam. So that's how I see it. I definitely agree with that.
Right. Listen, I knew somebody was going to interfere in this match. I knew it wasn't going to be a clean victory. I did call it last night. I said Drew and Damian Priest were going to do their own thing, like as far as they're going to be distracted with each other, because they're bringing on that match they had from WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? So that's still going on with them, right? So at this point, let me change this damn light all in my face.
That's how my light is. Like,
I'm about to turn it off.
Yeah.
Look, my eyes right now, I might have a seizure or something like that looking at all these damn bright lights. But you know how you're looking at lights all week, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that light's getting to my nerves now. But they basically, Damian and Drew McIntyre are bringing their feud from WrestleMania, and they're still going on with that. LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. Knight is the one who lost the belt, so I understand why him and Jacob are at it. But now you add Solo to the mix, so it makes it look like it's just LA Knight that's going for the title picture right now. If I'm getting there, if you're trying to
Okay.
I just feel like they basically just added Drew and Damian Priest to this, to hype up the Fatal 4-Way.
Right.
I think really this is all about LA Knight trying to get that title back from Jacob, and then having Jacob have a problem with Solo interfering with his matches. Yeah. Jacob wants to win clean. He really don't need them. So now you know what I'm saying, you'll see that story starting to unfold now. Yeah. Especially with the newcomer, Jeff Cobb. And you'll see. The fans will see it. Trust me. Overall, I'll give that match. I'm gonna give that match 4 stars, man, for tonight. It was 4. I give it a solid 4.
I'm gonna give it a solid 4.8. I love this match. It was just fast as hell.
Yeah.
I think this is the quickest match of the night. This is match so quick. I enjoy this match. 4.8 for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think all the matches are quick. Like I said, we were talking before we got on, and I was saying that the UFC event is at 10 o'clock. So that's why they started at start time with 7 o'clock. So I'm looking at the watch. I'm like, damn, it's not even 9:30 yet, and they almost finished.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I'll say, shit, I wish all PLEs were like this.
No, man, what? You talking about you ain't gotta be tired. You can like get off and still chill for a second.
Sir. I said, I wish they all were like this, man.
Man.
Straight up. So, Coop, you want to lead us into the second match?
Yes, the second match, Becky Lynch. This is match for the Intercontinental title. Mm-hmm. Now, we've been saying this about Lyra Valkyria for the past few months before this feud. We feel like she was kind of bland, kind of boring.
Right.
Not that she can't wrestle, because she can clearly wrestle. She definitely belongs in the ring, but the way she was presented, she didn't have a solid feud for her to go with. And that's been, I think, for the past few months. Now, right. Becky Lynch comes back, and I'm super invested in this feud. I like how they sold like the video package to the point my wife was watching it, and she's like, "Yo, I like how he told the story in this. This is excellent." Mm-hmm. I'm invested, and see how like you could have the fan who's
talking about cool.
What's
you
up?
You got the Peacock Premium.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't get that. I didn't get all.
Oh,
I got a commercial. So I didn't get that.
Oh, okay. So let me just say that
over here, dog. I wait till that commercial's over when I caught the last end of it. But yeah, you saw the whole package.
for those, that's funny. For those ones who didn't see, they showed a video package. The video package like a good 3 minutes long, and they showed the whole story. They showed how Becky Lynch trained her back in the day. They showed them in NXT. They showed back how Becky Lynch fought her for the NXT title. I believe that was last year, I think. And how Becky Lynch lost to her. They showed how she was her mentor. And then they showed her come back at WrestleMania, explaining that story, how they was excited and all this. Mm-hmm. This was an excellent way to present the whole picture. Continue to do stuff like this. Even if you have a fan who doesn't really watch it like that, but still kind of watch it when they can get to it because life happens or whatever. When the fan goes back into watching the match, like my wife, she's like, "Oh man, I like this match." Mm-hmm. She was excited for the match, just seeing that 3-minute video. That's a good idea. Becky Lynch comes out to the ring. Lyra comes out with a bird suit, and I just start chuckling because that's been our joke for the past few months. Calling her bird woman, and about her getting the 11 Earth and Spices beat out of her a few weeks ago. That's been our joke. But I would say for this match, 2 things my takeaway from this. I love the heel psychology that Becky Lynch was doing in this match. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love how she was talking to the crowd. I love how she was talking shit to Lyra the whole time. I love how she was. I like her as a heel.
You like Becky as a heel?
I like Becky as a heel way better.
Okay.
Maybe not so much the last heel she played. The big time ago. I didn't like that one. I couldn't really get invested in this one. This one right here is something about the way it's something that's just different. It seems like it.
She feels I think with this one she feels like she's more entitled. Big time Bex was more like she had some type of what would you call it when somebody's overconfident? Her ego was big.
Her ego. Yeah, that's what it was. The first time it was her ego. This time she just I just like this match so much. I like how Lyra's presence in this match. Her ring presence. How it was one submission move she was doing. She grabbed her by her arms and held her up like a submission move. That was excellent.
Oh, the
I can't remember the name. There you go. Thank you. The surfboard, the spring dive outside the ring. It just a solid back and forth. I enjoyed this match. This was a good match. I really thought that Lyra was going to win, which I knew, but it wasn't going to be like a dominant win, if that makes sense. It had to be a win, like a quick roll up. Like she got lucky. This is the way you tell your story for them to fight again. They're definitely going to feud again after this match. I will give this match a 4.5. I enjoy this match. What you think, bro?
Okay. Let me see what I got in my notes right here. I said, going on what you said, the bird wings killed me.
I text you. I said I knew the bird wings want to kill me.
The bird wings. I said,
I knew it. Yep.
I said, golly, not the damn bird lady. Cockatoo from Zulu. That's her thing, man. So Becky. I said Becky started what she had the upper hand when I was writing it down. I said Lyra Valkyria. She did that move called Rock the Baby too. The first one. That's what it's called. Thank you. Rocking like a baby.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, because that's you rarely see that one, but yeah, she was pulling it off. And it seemed to me in this match too that Lyra was more of the technician.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
To me, she's more of a technical wrestler in this match.
Mhm.
Becky pulls Lyra from the hair off the top rope and off the turnbuckle, and then she slaps and chops with Valkyria in the corner. Becky hit a baseball slide. The Valkyria gets her fiance was at ringside, and I thought it was a woman at first that she was.
I did too. I thought it was a
like
mom.
she had the long hair and the. I said, "Oh, why she getting in the lady's face?" You know what I'm saying? But then Michael Cole was like, "Yeah, that's Lyra's fiance," you know, something like that. So I was like, "Oh,
he's a regular dude."
Yeah, he's a regular dude.
He's a regular Joe. I was like,
yeah, Joe Schmo out here. And let me see what else I put. Lyra, she did that standing suplex. I mean, that stalling suplex off the top rope, superplex.
Yeah.
Hit that one. I was like, that was impressive for her to hold Becky up on the turnbuckle and then stalled for like a couple seconds. Then she came down and dropped it. Becky tried to cheat a couple times with the rope. The referee caught her. Let's see what else happens. Valkyria reverses it, throws Becky to the outside. It hits a crossbody. And reverses from both ladies with arm bars. Oh, yeah, the arm bars with the disarmers. They kept reversing it back and forth. That was pretty cool to see.
That move is kind of weird to me. Like, is it like it don't hurt? Like, it's so stupid.
Because I thought she was going for a regular arm bar, then she flipped it up to like it was weird how she contorted her arm.
Yeah,
I was like, God damn! I said, did she just pull her arm back that far? I was like, it was crazy, man. So they had a couple near falls too that I was interested in too. Becky hits the manhandle slam. Valkyria kicked out a couple manhandle slams. Becky was she was showing what I said. Oh, she started showing frustration, and then Becky she grabbed that chair. And that's when Jessica Carr grabbed the chair from Becky Lynch. Like, nah, you can't do that. But here's the part that pissed me off in the whole match.
Okay.
Becky Lynch pulled the turnbuckle, the turnbuckle pad off.
Right.
Jessica Carr goes out the ring to try to put the pad back on during the match. When have you seen a referee fix a turnbuckle in the middle of a match?
Never.
So I'm like, what I put right here, I said, that was the dumbest I've ever seen in my life. Like, what are you doing? Call the match, like ref the match. You worrying about putting the pad on while she's pinning?
Stupid.
That was stupid.
That was stupid.
She's worried about. She was talking about. She's trying to get the strings, untie the strings to put it back on. I said, "Yo, this is crazy, man."
I've never seen that before. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
So I'm sitting back and I'm looking at like, is Jessica Carr losing her damn mind? I know she's been training in the performance center, but damn,
you're right.
I said, let's get it together.
Right.
What else I said? Becky gouges Valkyria's eyes for another manhandle slam, but Valkyria kicked out again. Becky snaps and puts Valkyria in the in the disarmor and securities. Well, Valkyria won with the roll up, right? It was a simple roll up. She won, but she was holding her nose the whole time. Security came out, tried to stop Becky from after the match, putting her in the disarmor. Jason Jordan had escorted her up the ramp. But just to point it out, I think Valkyria might have broken her nose because her nose was shifted a little bit, and she was holding her nose the whole time.
She was
that last sequence.
Yeah, she was the whole. Yeah,
and it was swollen right here a little bit. You can see where it's swollen at, but she was holding her nose. So I think she walked off with a broken nose.
Damn.
Rather than that, man, that whole match was great, but that damn Jessica Carr, that whole spot killed me. Yo.
Yeah, that was one part I was like, that didn't make any sense. I've been alive 40 years. Well, this year's not turn 40, but anyways, my whole years of watching wrestling, I have never seen that golden age era, new generation era, attitude era, all that. I've never seen that before. That was just stupid. Like that
was stupid.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Stupid. I've never seen a ref concern herself with a goddamn ring. What you call it? Turnbuckle pad.
Yeah,
trying to put it back on during the match.
That's not even your job.
I mean, literally, she had the thing like this. Let me see if I can grab something on my desk real quick. Let's just say, for instance, I got this pamphlet right here. Let's say if this is a turnbuckle pad, right? And she goes like this.
Yeah.
They're pulling the strings out. I'm like, Carl, get your shit together, yo.
Yeah, she goes upset right now. And then she just drops it and just like little false finish. Yeah.
But rather than that, man, I give that match. That match, I'm gonna give it. It was good wrestling. I'm gonna give that match maybe 3.5 stars. It was good wrestling and stuff like that. Just the Jessica Carr spot threw me off.
Do you feel like they're gonna fight again? You feel like that's what it seemed like?
I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I mean, I don't see Becky lingering around the IC title picture.
Okay.
I think this is probably maybe a one-off. Maybe. It depends on Valkyria if she broke her nose or not, because if she broke her nose, maybe she's out for a couple weeks. Maybe she had to let go of the title. I don't know.
Right.
I think, did Cena drop the title when Seth Rollins broke his nose?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I think
yes, that's why he had a mask. Didn't Cena have a mask at one point?
I don't think, did he have a mask on?
Am I tripping? I gotta look that up. I do remember that part.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Was Rollins
that was Seth Rollins. His nose was way over here, yo. That was crazy.
Right, that was crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think this might be a one-off.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. I'm gonna hit this off. The WWE Intercontinental Championship, Penta versus Dominik Mysterio. The match started out fast, man. Dom and Penta, they was doing a lot of reversals and Hurricane Ranas at first. Dom hit a tope suicida, and hit a diving DDT at the same time out the ring. Like, he did the tope suicida, grabbed Penta's head, and did a diving DDT. That was a sick move from Dom. And like I said about Dom, man, when he came in the business, probably about almost 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. Right.
When he first started out, he was under his dad a lot. You know what I'm saying? But him transition from that character to where he is now, it's good to see somebody like homegrown talent like that. So big ups to Dom Mysterio. Not taking nothing from him. Penta was outside the ring. Dom was getting the upper hand on Penta, and then Dom started mocking Penta, a little bit, doing his little moves and stuff, the little scope op he was doing.
Yeah.
Penta picks it up, and then he starts going on the offensive. And then Penta climbs the turnbuckle and onto the post, the very top of the post, not the turnbuckle, but the post, and he hits a flying crossbody to Dom on the outside. Dom later on gets Penta back in the ring. He goes back on the offensive. He hits the Oblivion to Penta. Penta kicks out. So the crowd went crazy when they saw him do the Oblivion. I'm like, okay, this is a simple code breaker almost. Like,
yeah.
Nothing serious, even when Liv do it, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Right.
But let me stop that, because you got some Liv tards out there that will get on there like, oh, you're talking about Liv Morgan. Oh my god.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, unsubscribe.
You're like, dang, I thought he was going 800. God dang.
Can't talk about their favorite wrestler, man. They'll kill you, man.
Right.
So he hits the Oblivion. Penta hits a Mexican destroyer on the apron, on the outside apron to Dom.
Yeah.
That was crazy right there. Yeah. Then Judgment Day comes out. Sorry ass Judgment Day. Finn grabs a chair and hesitated. The ref catches him, and then he throws them out the ring. But before they even go out the ring, Penta dived out the ring, caught all three of them. He didn't catch Finn though. Finn kind of was on the side a little bit, so he didn't really catch Finn all the way. But he caught JD and he caught Carlito.
Yeah.
After that, Finn gets on and distracts Penta. No, he distracts the ref, excuse me, which Penta was climbing up the top turnbuckle, but then that sorry ass Chad Gable, and I'm going to say it like this, his name is Chad Gable, climbs the rope, and then what he did, he pushed Penta, made Penta slip.
He had headbutt. He headbutted him again.
Oh, he headbutted. Oh, yeah, he headbutted him with that plate that he got in his mask. Yeah. Lays Penta out. Then that's when Dom hits the frog splash for the win. Now, for all you Chad Gable, El Grande Americano fans out there, I don't get it. This whole charade should have been over with at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
For me, I can't go on with it. It was good to lead up to WrestleMania and have a match for.
It was entertaining, yeah.
Now I'm like, only reason why they holding on to it because he's going to be at the Worlds Collide with AAA, or I think he's going to do Triple Mania too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's going to do Triple Mania as well. But still, this should have been over with at WrestleMania. What you think, yo? What you think about this whole match?
I like this match. I definitely understand where you're coming from. As far as Chad Gable is his name. Chad Gable is his name.
Right.
Interfered. I do feel like it's run its course. So they're gonna have to pivot, do something else. So this one they might do. Now I think about it, seems obvious. They're really gonna have Penta get away from the Intercontinental scene and have him feud with Chad Gable. Maybe it may carry up until June. I think we're in May, so maybe it may carry until the triple A event. So Triple Mania event. So maybe they will do that. So I can see going that direction. Mm-hmm. I'm still thinking that at some point Finn is going to turn, or Mysterio's going to turn. I do feel like that's still coming at some point.
Yeah,
but it's like a slow build up because the screwy ass finishes they keep doing over and over again and all this, and because it needs to add some more flavor to the Judgment Day because this shit getting bland, this shit getting boring, it's getting tired. So, but I do like Mysterio as an Intercontinental champion. I do love that. That is entertaining. That's something different. Definitely enjoy this match. I would give this match a 3. I'll say a 3.8 out of 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that.
I'm gonna go as far as giving it probably like a 3.75. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
3.25 stars.
Yeah.
3 3/4 stars. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I just think that it was a good feud for Dom. I just hate the fact that Penta is so white hot right now, but he loses again. You know, this is the second time Dom pins him. He pinned him at Raw a couple weeks ago, and then he pinned him here.
Yeah.
I heard rumors that the Lucha Brothers might reunite and make a tag team again. That would be cool for them to, tackle the tag team division.
Yeah.
I went on a whole rant with the tag team division last night, but that'll be cool to see Lucha Brothers in the tag division and win gold. I just think that, this is a good first defense for Dom. Oh, I think it's the second defense now against Penta. So, but I'm just telling you, I'm tired of the Judgment Day. I'm tired of it's just ran its course, man. It's just dry as hell. It's the same old shit every time. Like they're like the Death Riders of WWE.
Yeah, Death Riders and like the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hurt Syndicate, they still going on with that damn thumbs down thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me just say this real quick because I wasn't on the show Wednesday, and I was hoping they would end this shit. I was hoping because I didn't watch it. And I was like, and he said, next week. I said, why? We doing this for 8 weeks. We doing this again? We still doing this? I thought by at least a time when I come back, after, come doing something in May every Wednesday.
Right.
At least this will be done with. We're not talking about this anymore. They still doing it. I had to get a quick rant on that.
Crazy.
Damn.
So, yeah, man. Like I said, I think it just ran its course, man. But yeah, man. Moving on, man. I
can start this
the next match.
All right. The next match is Pat McAfee versus the Ring General Gunther.
Right.
I like Gunther, man. He's one of my favorites because he's an old school heel. He can fit in any generation. I love him. I would love him to pack up Hogan. I would pay to see that. Like, take my money now. I was looking forward to this match, even though I knew the result, but still, it was a entertaining match. Now, Pat McAfee can go in the ring. He really could. Yeah, this was very entertaining. Pat McAfee was putting up a good fight. Got a bunch of kickers in. It was one point he was on top rope and he did like a backflip moonsault. Yeah, landed on his feet, and then Gunther tried to do like a back suplex, and then he landed on his feet again. The athleticism with Pat McAfee is truly amazing. It's not one of those where he just like Michael Cole get beat up and slap, kick, punch. It wasn't like that. It was like, okay, he had some moments where the crowd was like invested, like maybe he got a chance. I like how they did that. Maybe he got a chance. I like the fact that how Michael Cole got involved eventually. I was like, oh shoot, I'm getting nervous. Right. Oh, chill out. I'm starting to like you. Like, chill out, because chill. He's on the apron, and it was one part I think Gunther was like a back suplex. Yeah, like back into the ring. Michael Cole held his foot to get the pin. It's like 1, 2. And then he stood up, and Gunther was like, "You want to do this?
Put your hands on me, Michael Cole."
See, you fucked up, right? That's what it was. You fucked up. He was trying to hide. He was trying to hold his foot. Man, Gunther got that boy in the ring. I said, "Oh shoot."
Man, I thought he was going to powerbomb him. I was like,
I think you might see him to the shadow realm. That's it. He want to go on vacation for a minute. That's what I thought for a second. Because when the wrestler get beat up and get in the ambulance, they go on vacation for a minute. I thought that was that. It was a good match. He got a chokehold. That boy was turning purple, yo.
Yeah, he was, man. He was choking him. He was choking him the hell out, yo.
But he put up some fight though. He did the. Yeah, he didn't do like Moxley. Just tap out real fast.
Moxley just went, That's a shame that an announcer was putting up more of a fight than a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
I was like,
Right.
I was like, oh, sure, he put some fight. Again, solid. I was thinking to your point about Goldberg coming back. I thought that was going to happen at first.
Yeah.
I thought it was strange that he walked away and then, he didn't attack him or anything. I thought he'll like let him go for a minute, come back to the ring, start packing him up. And I thought Goldberg was going to come out and get the save for him. It didn't happen. So I was like, maybe for that to be SummerSlam, maybe it's too soon. So maybe it'd be like Money in the Bank or something like that. So I enjoy this match. I would give this, say, a 4.1 out of 5. I like this match. Yeah.
I wrote down some notes. Let me just I had some funny shit on here too, man.
Oh shit. Here we go.
I'll say so. Let me see. Gunther first started off, we pushed him in the corner. I was like, okay, I know that this shit is about to be crazy, right? Because McAfee versus Gunther. Gunther was like a mega heel, just too strong.
Yeah.
Let me see. He got into a chopping match with Gunther. I slapped my face. I was like, oh, why are you doing this, man? That's one thing I will not get into a chopping match is Gunther. I'm like,
hell no.
You're not doing that. But he did show some agility. He was in the ring dodging some of the moves. Let's see. He tried to do that springboard. I don't know if you caught this, but he did a springboard going into the ring when Gunther was like in the middle of the ring. He tried to do a springboard from the outside apron until but he fell flat on his face.
Oh yeah. He's like, damn.
I said, yo, when he did that, I was like, nah, this ain't it, bro. You go ahead.
Go ahead in this match early, matter of fact.
My wife said, nope, that ain't it. But he hit that he tried to do that springboard, but he fell flat on his face. Let's see. Pat, he actually did a couple of he dodged one of Gunther's elbows to the chest. He dodged it, caught him with a punt kick to the back. Let's see. Gunther caught him and did some vicious German suplexes to him. He got him with some crazy German suplexes. And then he tried to do another German suplex, but McAfee, I think he dodged it and caught him for elbow to the head.
Yeah.
And he rolled to the apron and rolled outside. McAfee did a moonsault. That's what that moonsault you was talking about.
Yeah.
He did that moonsault. And after that, he did that. Gunther caught him in a powerbomb. That's when Michael Cole got to the ring. He came up to the ring. I was like, oh, shit. That's not Cole. Come on, man. Get out of here, yo. He was looking like Mick. Cole was looking like Mick from Rocky. He was like, come on, Cole. You got to Rocky.
Yeah.
And let me see. So Cole grabbed his leg. We were talking about that. And Gunther just caught his ass with that choke and choked him out.
Yeah.
So at the end of the match, what I thought was kind of weird, I don't know what they was this playing or not, but they stared at each other for a little bit. Pat really didn't sell the choke because he got up, right? Gunther got up. Pat got consciousness. I really thought he should sell more a little bit. At least have Cole smack you in the face and wake you up or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Cole just picked him up or whatever, or picking him up. But anyway, they had a stare down, and he stared at each other for a couple seconds, and then Gunther came up and extended his hand, like showed Pat McAfee some respect. So
I didn't want that though.
Yeah, he actually looked at him and walked up to him and extended his hand. Pat and him shook hands, and then, I mean, they didn't really shake hands. They just slapped hands, and then walked out in the ring. I thought it was something that was going to happen.
Me too.
Or maybe he's going to continue to beat him down. Maybe we see the Goldberg return, but that didn't happen. So this was kind of odd, man, because I'm like, now what does Gunther do after this? Like, what's the next challenge? Who's the next feud?
That's true. Yeah, I'm not sure what direction he goes in now.
I would like to get him back into the title picture.
Yeah,
and make his second title, make his second title run more sufficient. Like, have him feud against maybe Seth, something. Get him back involved in the title picture because his first title run wasn't that good, but I think the second one it might be all right.
Yeah, I think second one will be way better because he has more eyes on him now that he's a way better version of himself. But see, call me toxic, but I want to see him like do something else, like do another attack, put that boy in the hospital. I just could you add to your character, because I thought like, why are you walking up like you a face?
Yeah,
choke that boy out again. Yeah, get him again, like chop him in his chest.
Yeah,
Get Michael Cole.
It seems so awkward. I mean, because like you're the mega heel, and you just I mean, I know you fought this man, and he gave you a run for his money, and he was better than what was then expected. But man, my back hurt. Yeah, man, it just felt like it was weird, man. It was just a weird spot. But man, much respect to Gunther, man. That was a good match. I'm gonna have to get that match just for Pat McAfee trying his ass off. I'm give it a 4-star. It was pretty good.
Nice.
Yep. It was entertaining as hell. I'll tell you that much.
It was. Definitely was.
See, this was a short ass PLE, yo. Dang. We're at the last match already, yo.
This was quick. Damn.
This was quick.
Wow.
Yeah. So WWE Undisputed Championship match. Randy Orton versus John Cena. This was a slow match at first, and I'm not gonna lie, the first half of this match was slow as hell. John, I'm just gonna pick up on some key points. John left, and after him and Orton got into a scuffle, he started going up the ramp. Orton chases him up the ramp, and the best, let me see. He started getting Cena in the corner. He went for a 20 count punch after he got Cena in the ring. Man, these damn ghosts, man. My ring camera was doing that last night. It was going off while I was doing the show last night, and it was like blinking and shit like that. But anyway,
oh man, yeah,
it was weird, yo. Ghost. But anyway, Orton got Cena in the corner. He was hitting him with the 20 count punch. The crowd was into it. It really started picking up like right after that. It started picking up, so that's what I'm gonna leave off on. So John gets Orton in the in a sleeper hold, and then they kept reversing the sleepers, and the crowd was into it because a lot of reversals. It was going back and forth. Orton goes for the DDT through the ropes, but John Cena countered. John goes for the STFU. Orton gets out of it, and Cena he finally hit Cena with the DDT through the ropes. You know that DDT does to the ropes. Yeah, he caught him with that one on the second try. Now it gets a little bit crazy. Cena goes for the AA. Randy hits the RKO. Both men are down.
That was crazy, though.
Both deliver strikes back and forth. Cena hits AA on Randy, an attitude adjustment on Randy, but he kicks out. Cena goes for a shoulder tackle, but Randy caught him with that second shoulder tackle he's trying to give him with an RKO out of nowhere. Yeah. Randy goes for the punt, and Cena hits him and counters it with an AA. Randy kicks out of that one. So it was a lot of kicking out of the finishers. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of kicking out of finishers. And then Cena was mocking Orton, you know what I'm saying, doing the whole Viper stuff, you know. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Let me see. Cena punches Orton into the he pushes Orton to the ref. The first one knocked him down. Then Cena hits a third attitude adjustment. The official is down. Again, he still's down. Cena grabs the title and gets in the ring. Orton hits him with the RKO. The ref crawled over with the slow count, and Cena kicks out. Orton delivers. Let me see. Orton clears the announce table, and what was it? Patton? Was it Charles Patton? Yeah, Charles Patton. Charles Patton tried to talk to him and stuff like that, and then Cena pushed Patton into Orton. No, Cena pushed Orton into Patton. Orton hit Patton, and Patton hit the damn steel steps and laid out for a while. Let's see what happens. Orton hit Cena with the attitude adjustment on the table, but it didn't break. But it finally had like a delay or something. Then it finally broke or something like that. Yeah, that's weird. That shit was weird. It's one of them. It reminds me of one of them. I think it was one with Kane. Kane hit somebody with the table, and then that shit broke. Finally, like about 10 seconds later, I was like, "What?" Yeah, it was like one. I thought it was an episode of Raw, something like that. But anyway, let's see. Randy hits an RKO on Cena, but there's no ref. The ref runs to the ring. Cena kicks out after the 2 count. Cena hits the ref with the title by accident. Randy hits another RKO, no ref. Aldis and his cronies come to the ring. This is a fucking chaotic ending, man. Aldis and his cronies came out to the ring. Randy RKOs every single last one of them. Just weird, man. And R-Truth came out, and I said this shit last night. I forgot who commented and said R-Truth was going to get in this damn match. I think my wife actually commented. She said R-Truth will get involved in this match somehow. So I'm just paraphrasing. And sure enough, he came in the match, and he distracted Orton just enough for Cena to hit the low blow, and then he hits Randy Orton with the title, and then he counts the 1, 2, 3. The ref crawls in, counts 1, 2, 3 for the win. And then Cena at the end, he cuts that weird ass promo saying that he don't need no music and he just need competition. And he said St. Louis soak it all in, and this is the last time you see the last real champ. That was a lot. That was 2 pages of notes right there.
Yeah.
What do you think about that whole match, yo?
I was really anticipating this match a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But damn it, this match was so fucking slow towards the in the minute.
It was.
When that started. It was slow. I was like, then I'm realizing a part of me is thinking like, how are they going to continue to create something with Cena, because he's not what he used to be. This makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to create like scenarios where to hide the fact that he's not the same way he was back in the day. Of course, he can still go in the ring, but as far as age and everything like that, certain things he can't do. He's limited to certain things. So there was a lot of reversals, a lot of Randy Orton hit Cena with the AA through the announce table. This is my notes also. I was like, damn, it didn't even break at all. So he did it again with the regular table. You know, Cena was marking Orton and all that. Cena was playing up to his heel character. I didn't really care for the finish, to be honest. I found the finish to be, okay.
Yeah.
It's something about, I don't know what it is to me. I don't know, because the way Cena's been presented, when he comes out, his promos are the same, like every week. Like, if you watch Jim Cornette podcast, he back lazy booking. That's what it seems like sometimes. And now he's beginning dropped on his head every promo. Like, Cody dropped him twice. Randy Orton dropped him 3 times. And for him to be in this position, he should be a position where he's a dominant champion. A dominant champion meaning is every time he gets in the ring, he whoops somebody's ass. Of course, he's the heel, but normally with heels don't get beat up that often as much. The face gets beat up most of the time. Right. With Cena, it's like, yeah, he's this presence, but you're booking him as this is final run, but it's kind of losing its luster a lot, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, it kind of went downhill, unfortunately, with the whole Rock thing, you know, because they just kind of just left it there, and it's not the same anymore. Right. So it lost that excitement a little bit. So now you get to the point where his promos are the same, and now it's kind of losing its luster or whatever. But now I'm like, okay, where do you go from here? I want to see Brock for Cena, but that's not going to happen. You know, I don't want to see Cody right now because I feel like it's too soon. Let the crowd miss him because it's only been a month. At this point, I want to see him go with CM Punk at some point, but CM Punk is with Seth Rollins in that feud. So I'm not sure where to go from here. Right. I would give this match a 3.2 because the way it started was so slow. And I understand like the wrestling psychology. Sometimes you want to start slow and just build anticipation later on that match. But I feel like it went too slow, too long. Right. And that was the same thing at WrestleMania. It went too slow, too long. Like, this is WrestleMania. This is like the last time for Cena versus Orton. But towards the end, it did get exciting. You know, you did have like kind of like a small belief that Randy Orton was going to win. But for me, the ending was just so anticlimactic. It was just like, it was chaotic. It was just like, him with the belt. Like, okay, all right. Right. You know, so that's my thoughts on Cena versus Orton.
Yeah. Like I said, slow match. Yeah. Mostly all of Randy's matches are slow anyway. It always start out slow. Like all his matches start out slow pace, so that's nothing new there. Right, right. To me, I just think the ending is what it was just like I said, it's just so damn chaotic because first of all, when Nick Aldis and them come out and they're why are y'all running to the ring? It should be a referee only, or maybe if you and you're plus not only this, Nick Aldis, you're the general manager. Are you getting Randy back because he RKO'd you a couple weeks ago? Because here's the thing: if you wanted to count 3, you're the general manager. You have the authority. You can count 3 yourself. True. But everybody's trying to check on these referees. The whole damn the backstage producers, everybody coming down there checking on the damn referees. Mm-hmm. Like that didn't make sense to me. That was crazy to me. Like, why are you guys checking on these referees? Like, you know, you should have had another referee, another backup referee. I remember it was one back in the day, and I hate to bring up stuff from the Attitude Era and stuff from like the Golden Era, but like when a ref get knocked out, another one comes in. If that ref get knocked out, the third one comes in. That's you'll see probably 3 refs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To me, you have the authority. This is your show. You're running it. Count the 1, 2, 3. What are you doing trying to wake up the refs?
Yeah.
And then you confront, like, Orton is looking at him like, what the hell is going on? Like, I see the expression on Orton's face. I don't know if this was Orton is looking back, sitting like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Then our truth crazy ass get in the ring.
Yeah. He's like, why? Yeah, I remember that.
Why Orton was like, why are you here? Like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. But yeah, this ending was like not it for me. I think John Cena right now at this point, he's a shell of himself, really, and they're just doing the best they can to, just get him through it. Now, I just don't think that I don't think that John Cena is I'm gonna say he's a good heel. I think the heel run is just way over his head right now because he's been a good guy for so damn long that he probably don't even know how to play a heel, right? I mean, he's trying his best. He's doing what he's doing, but I think The Rock messed it up, like you said, because there's no playoff of what, I'm saying, what they did to Cody. There's no playoff for it, what I'm saying? Not say playoff, but no payoff for what Cody and Travis Scott did Travis Scott and The Rock did along with John Cena to Cody Rhodes.
True.
There's no payoff. It's just like John is just there and he's a bad guy, but he has no kind of story to show why he's the bad. He still didn't explain why I did it. Like, only he's saying that I did it because you guys booed me. That's not a good excuse for you to come on, man.
Nah, it's what it is also. It's like it's when Cena first came out as a heel, like those first episodes, it was so exciting. Why? Because we haven't seen it before.
Right.
Now we've seen it already. Now it happens. I hate to make this comparison, but I'm gonna say it because I'm a big Jordan fan. Jordan's my GOAT. It's kind of like for some, Cena is the GOAT or one of the GOATs are like in that top 10 or whatever, which is I totally get it. Understand that. Now with Cena is like Jordan in the Wizards jersey in a sense.
Jordan the Wizards jersey.
That's what you have right here. Cena can still go in the ring. Of course, he can still wrestle. He can still cut a promo, but it's not the same Cena. And maybe it's me realizing I have to get that out of my head. It's not the same Cena. It's not Cena with the low fade and all that. This is not the same Cena. This is a different Cena. So it's to your point of far as him playing the heel because he's saying the same thing over and over again. Mm-hmm. I don't need you. Okay, we know that. I'm the last world champion. Of course, we know that. You said it already. So I just hope they add some more extra steam to this story. Right. I feel like now what you do is because of that thought right there, and they're going to realize that you're not going to see him much on TV. They're going to pull him back. You're not going to see him as much on TV. You might not see him at Saturday Night Main Event or whatever the case may be because they have to add more presence to his character as a heel. I don't know if you saw the ending because after it went off the air, he was still in the ring. Right?
Yeah, I saw it.
And did you get anything out of that? Look on his face, it looked kind of weird or something. Like,
yeah, he just looked like he was constipated.
Oh, okay.
Just like he was constipated.
Okay. That was
like
me
he
too.
was like magnesia because he was like,
okay. Gotcha.
Like this. Like he let out a fart or something like that. Cena looked crazy as hell.
Because there was one part he's about to go. He's on the apron. He's about to go back to the backstage area. He was just sitting there like he was contemplating something. I thought that was weird. I don't know what that was. So maybe that's something. Maybe it's me reaching. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Another reason why I don't even look at Cena as a full-fledged heel right now because first of all, he was doing good when he was wearing the all black, the black shirt, the black hat. Now you're starting to come out all these damn fruity pebble colors again. I can't take you serious as a heel.
I see your point. Good point.
I can't
Solid point. I see your point.
Dark Cena, wear black, wear dark colors like navy or something like that, but don't come out here with no damn what's that blue, like what's that royal blue with the I know it's for St. Louis the last time, like the St. Louis Rams colors or the St. Louis what's the hockey team there? St. Louis Blues or something like that.
Yeah. I see your point.
I know that's their colors, but damn, I can't get with that.
That's a good point.
I think they dropped the ball. Really, they could have did Cena as NWO Cena.
Yeah.
Something was going on, but they just don't have no story to make John a legit heel. I mean, he's gaining his own heat right now because I don't know, but it's just to me they dropped the ball on this whole damn thing after WrestleMania because I don't know what the hell is going on.
I'm with you on that because it's like you don't hate him.
I don't hate Cena. I just think that
you don't
lost.
hate him. Yeah, you don't hate him. Like you just booing off what he says. So this is difference. Yeah. Like a heel character, you hate him. You don't hate him.
Right. Yeah. I just think that he's lost off of. No, it's just no direction for him. Like I'm mad because the reason why I'm mad at the whole Cena thing. There's no damn direction, no kind of story. That's why I'm getting mad at. But
me too.
I can't hate John Cena. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Damn.
It's crazy, yo. Yeah, man. Overall, man, I'm gonna give this pay-per-view. I know I said it earlier, but I'm gonna give it like 4, maybe 4.25 stars, man. So it's overall it's a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, overall, solid PLE. I think I said 4.8 or something like that. So I'm gonna stick with that number. I like the fact that it's quick.
Yeah.
To be honest, because sometimes the shows like a WrestleMania, like 5 hours, you're like, yo, god damn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. For a Saturday night, I'm not mad at that. You know, right. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. So, I think the next one may be Saturday main event. We got Battleground coming up.
Yeah,
we got some stuff going up. So then we got Night of Champions coming up too. I think June 28th.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be your early one.
Yeah, we're gonna be going live on all those, man.
Yeah, we know all those. Yeah, so we're doing all those. Yeah,
only I'm not going live on is probably like AEW or NXT. Not doing those live. Unless something big happening or whatever. But yeah. Coop, man, where we at, man, as far as our followers?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again, as always. We're literally climbing every single week. Right now, we are at 754 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
That's in 3 months, y'all.
God.
I said slow climb, but I'm like, I can't say that no more. This is a fast climb. We appreciate y'all. It's a lot of hard work putting this together behind the scenes for Derek and I. It's a lot of hard work for Derek, and sometimes scheduling conflict, and Derek still gets on and still be tired and still do certain things. And sometimes Monday nights, Friday nights, you know, come in here with bags on our eyes.
Man, shit, man.
I
look like I went shopping for groceries one morning. I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, "Damn!" I was scared of myself when I looked in the mirror.
Yeah, you said this the other day. I think you said it's Monday night. I think. You said I love this. I feel like this is like an outlet, like a hobby, like therapy. Like I love this. Like I love. It's exciting. Even though we're retired, we get on, especially when we're with each other. It's like, yo, this is fun. This is how we would talk if we didn't have a podcast, actually. So
right,
love for professional wrestling. Again, thank you as always. Yes.
Yeah, man. What's next? We got Monday Night Raw. Monday night we're going to be going live.
Yes.
Guys, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had 3 in the building tonight, which is pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, man. We're just going to see you guys Monday. Coop, you got anything else you want to say before we go out? Get out.
Sorry about that siren in the background. I don't live in the hood. Leave me alone.
You got the dirt bikes in the ambulance in the background. It's crazy.
All right. Yeah. So it's a large track. Anyways, Monday night we're back on live. Tuesday I'll be on Tuesday too for NXT.
You gonna be on Tuesday?
Yes, I will be on Tuesday because NXT is fucking exciting.
Let's go.
Wednesday I won't be on because my wife and I are doing something tremendous. In honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. We're launching Uplift Us. It was a collaboration for Uplift Kings, Uplift Queens, Community Circle for guys and ladies. So that's what I'm doing Wednesdays. That's the only reason why I'm not available during the month of May. But Friday, I definitely be on also. And we're doing our top 10 Friday.
Yeah, we're back with the top 10. Yo.
Back with the top 10. So this hang on, we got y'all in a great episode. Top 10 SummerSlam matches of all time.
What was we doing? Matter of fact, you want to just wait for before SummerSlam start, do the SummerSlam match?
You know what? Yeah. Let's
around there, right?
Let's just stick with the season. Let's just go with that. So we'll just hold off on that topic and go with that. So what you think? I'll let you pick this one. Top 10.
Oh man.
But you got something good. I already know.
Woo, let's see. Let's do top 10 worst gimmicks of all time.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay.
Let's do top 10 worst gimmicks of all time. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Shockmaster's up there.
Shockmaster.
Okay. I can't wait for that one. That's going to be fun.
What's another one I couldn't stand, yo? The Repo Man. Oh, that was terrible.
the gobbledygooker.
Gobbledygooker.
You can't say that now, but the gobbledygooker.
That's crazy, yo. Gobbledygooker is crazy.
Gobbledygooker is wild.
Googly. Hey, yo, man. Listen, man, we had fun with you guys tonight, man.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna get out here early, man. We can go to bed, get some good shut eye tonight. Cool. Listen, man. I will catch you guys. We will catch you guys.
Yes.
Monday night, man. Peace, man. Love you guys.
All right, peace.
Peace.